I've got a job to do, too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. No. He's looking at you, kid.
Everything is in order.
All except one thing. There's something you should know before you leave.
Monsieur Blaine, I don't ask you to explain anything.
I'm going to anyway because it may make a difference to you later on. You said you knew about Ilsa and me.
Yes.
But you didn't know she was at my place last night when you were. She came there for the letters of transit. Isn't that true, Ilsa?
Yes.
She tried everything to get them and nothing worked. She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago. For your sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend.
I understand.
Here it is.
Thanks. I appreciate it. And welcome back to the fight. This time I know our side will win. Are you ready, Ilsa?
Yes, I'm ready. Goodbye, Rick. God bless you.
Gotta hurry, you'll miss that plane.
Well, I was right. You are a sentimentalist.
Stay where you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you just did for Laszlo. That fairy tale you invented to send Ilsa away with him. I know a little about women, my friend. She went, but she knew you were lying.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out.
I suppose you know this isn't going to be very pleasant for either of us, especially for you. I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Louis.
What was the meaning of that phone call? Victor Laszlo is on that plane.
Why do you stand here? Why don't you stop him?
Ask Monsieur Rick.
Get away from that phone.
I would advise you not to interfere.
I was willing to shoot Captain Renault, and I'm willing to shoot you.
Hello.
Put that phone down.
Get me the radio tower.
Put it down.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects.
Oui, mon capitaine. Prenez cette voiture. Et vous, prenez-la.
Well, Rick, you're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Maybe, but it seemed like a good time to start.
I think perhaps you're right. Might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. There's a free French garrison over at Brazzaville. I could be induced to arrange a passage.
My letter of transit? I could use a trip. But it doesn't make any difference about our bet. You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses? Mm-hmm. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
It's 4:30 now, Keys. It's cold. I wonder if she's still lying alone up there in that house. I wonder if they found her by now. I wonder a lot of things. They don't matter anymore. Except I want you to do a favor for me, Keys. I want you to be the one to tell Lola, kind of gently, before it breaks wide open. And I want you to take care of her and that guy, Sacchetti. So he doesn't get pushed around too much. Hello, Keys. Up pretty early, aren't you? I was wondering what time you got down to the office. Or did that little man of yours pull you out of bed?
The janitor did. Seems you leaked a little blood on the way in here.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. I wanted to straighten you out on that Dietrichson case.
So I gather.
How long you been standing there?
Long enough.
Kind of a crazy story with a crazy twist to it. One you didn't quite figure out.
Well, you can't figure them all, Walter.
That's right, I guess you can't at that. Now, I suppose I get the big speech. One with all the $2 words in it. Let's have it, Keith.
Walter, you're all washed up.
Thanks, Keith. I was short anyway.
I'm going to call for a doctor.
What for? So they can patch me up? So they can nurse me along till I get back on my feet? So I can walk into that gas chamber up at San Quentin on my own power? Is that it, Keys?
Something like that.
I got a different idea.
Yeah?
Look, Keys. Suppose you went back to bed and didn't find these cylinders till tomorrow morning when the office opens. After that, you can play it any way you like. Would you do that much for me, Keys?
Give me one good reason.
I need 4 hours to get where I'm going.
You're not going anywhere, Walter.
You bet I am. I'm going across the border.
You haven't got a chance, Walter.
Good enough to try for.
You'll never make the border.
That's what you think. Just watch me.
You'll never even make the elevator.
So long, Keys.
Hello? Send an ambulance to the Pacific Building on Olive Street. Yeah? It's a police job. How you doing, Walter?
Fine. Somebody moved the elevator a couple of miles away.
They're on the way.
You know why you couldn't figure this one, Keys? I'll tell you. Because the guy you were looking for was too close. Right across the desk from you.
Closer than that, Walter.
I love you, too.